I use technology every day.
Boy, without a computer, I'd be kind of sunk on some of my lab assignments.
I have a camera that does everything.
This is Technology Today, Hewlett-Packard 48SX. You can do all your homework on it and play games.
I use it for transportation. It's part of my life.
Without it, we are stuck.
Technology Today, specializing in change through the spirit of excellence. 100 years ago, when Walla College opened its front doors for students interested in a Christian higher education, Thomas Alva Edison was still developing his phonograph from tinfoil and a crank. Henry Ford was just beginning to make his first horseless carriage by hand. And Orville and Wilbur Wright would still be selling bicycles for another 4 years before they began testing hang gliders. Today, Walla College offers degrees in aviation, automotive, graphic arts, electronics, and a new custom design degree called the Technology Specialist. Walla College offers degrees in aviation, graphic arts, electronics, technology specialist, and automotive.
As far as programs around the Northwest, we have a good, strong program. We have several airplanes flying constantly, and we do a lot more training here than anyone else in this area. And there are other competitors that teach flight, but we by far have the most flying going on out of our hangar. We have started a program where we try to get the students through their flight training as soon as possible so they can start flight instructing. And as they flight instruct for us, they get paid $9, $10, $11 an hour depending on their experience. But the best part of it is they gain flight time as pilot in command while they're flight instructing. And that's important because they need about 1,200 to 1,500 hours to get real good jobs. And they get all that free as they flight instruct for us. And I think it's a plus.
Anybody taking graphics with the labs and etc. will have a very strong background. In offset litho, you take a project from the computers into the darkroom and shoot it on the camera, bring it out here, opaque it, strip it up, and put it on the press and run it. Mr. Griesbeck is just amazing. All of the stuff he knows. He's willing to help anybody. I'm taking management classes as well, and someday I want to get into upper-level management of a publishing house. Yeah, I'm getting the basics, but I'm also going into more difficult stuff.
It's what my life's made about. Electronics. If the automobile industry had advanced the same rate that the electronics industry was, you could buy a Rolls-Royce for less than $500. A lot of people don't realize that if it wasn't for the integrated circuits, the advancement in digital and microprocessors, that many of the things we enjoy today would not have been possible. We presently offer 2 programs. One of them is in general electronic technology, which gives the student opportunity to find employment in industry and manufacturing of electronic devices. The other area is in biomedical electronics. The biomedical electronic graduates find employment mainly in the area of hospitals and in repairing of medical electronic equipment such as monitors, emergency room equipment or intensive care equipment. If you were to come to Walla Walla College and complete the program in electronic technology or biomedical technology, your opportunities of finding employment today is basically guaranteed. But here at Walla Walla College, we find that our graduates are successful in finding employment because they not only know how the equipment works, but they've had some experience in actual on-the-job repair. I believe as a teacher it's not only important to teach students about the technology, but equally important is to teach students how to think. The fact that they can take a piece of electronic equipment, go from cause to effect, reason out what is wrong, and troubleshoot and replace the parts. That's very important to the concepts of being able to be a good technician.
The concentration in technology specialists allows the student to specialize where the other degrees are more general in nature. For instance, in graphic arts, one might want to choose the area of photography. This degree allows them to specialize in that area. It's somewhat of a build-your-own degree. For instance, a student may have some career goal in mind, and the degrees we offer in the general concentrations really don't fit that particular career goal. This degree, the technology specialist, allows you then to take only the courses which will point towards the career goals which you have. It would be made up of several practicum courses where the student would do special projects. Then they could do 10 hours of co-op where they would go to a photography studio in the real world of work. Then there are 26 hours of electives, which the student chooses in consultation with the advisor. This allows the student then the flexibility where the other degrees are more general in nature and more prescribed, and not so many electives and choices.
We're finding that the number of automobiles that are out there and the complexity of these automobiles is increasing every year, and there are a lot of older mechanics who are retiring early because they're not willing to take the time to learn this new electronics and all that's involved in these cars, and so the need is going up very much for well-trained technicians that can work on these new cars. The uniqueness of the auto program here at Walla Walla is that we're the only four-year auto program in the Northwest, now offering a BS in automotive. And to have it here on a Christian campus, I think, is a real plus. We have a tool incentive program for our incoming majors, where they buy the set of tools at a 55% discount. And at the end of that year, the student has kept his commitment, his part. There'll be $600 out of a special fund I have for a large, nice payment towards that set of tools. If you're considering an automotive program, Walla Walla is one of the best kept secrets out in terms of the program that we have, the equipment that we have to work with, and the technologies that we're learning in the program, in working on late model vehicles, computer-controlled vehicles. This is where it is at these days. I invite you to come here to Walla Walla and see our program, talk with our students, see what we do, see what they do, and what you could learn here.